and very warm welcome as a panelist.
Knew I wanted to get into this field. त्यो टाइममा चाहिँ नि being this was maybe 2015 when I was still in Mumbai. I was working as a fashion stylist, and it was tough. And I was like, I need to switch my career. But from then only I knew कि म Instagram नया नया आएको थियो around 2012 मा, and I was already on it, and it was fun. And I had the knack for Instagram, and I saw a lot of people in India, in Mumbai, doing well in content creation. So मेरो लागि it was, my aim was like, ooh, this seems like a really fun task. And Bombay मा चाहिँ नि it was more like fashion blogging को थियो सुरु भएको. And so for me the whole journey has been very interesting and a gradual growth. Nepal ma what people saw was like an instant growth, because I came back to Nepal from Bombay, from India after 15 years, you know, and COVID ko time thyo, and as I started content creation, it was a time where everyone was on the screen. So as I came back, maybe 4-5 videos, pachi videos started going viral, and it was quick. It was something I was planning for a while. I was preparing myself. I was understanding how it works because I had ample of time. I started content creation. I opened my TikTok account in 2020. I was about 26 years old. So, you know, I'd already prepared myself. And India, but training, ki just work experience later. It came here. So it was easier for me. I feel like there's so many other people who get this sudden attention and love overnight, and they don't know how to handle it. You know, you may be doing it for fun, and suddenly it becomes your career. So it's so important to like be grounded and know what comes with being a content creator, because when you're a content creator, thousands of people are like giving opinions about what you do, and you have to come to terms with that. You have to understand that, you know, I think internet ma gaera ramro se ta you need to learn about it. So my content creation in India was growing. It was more fashion content creation. I was doing more like clothes, brands, for Amazon and things like that, which was really fun and niche. But in Nepal ma aira, I was like, you know, I'm here, I've been away from home for so long, living alone, either with my roommates or just my sister. And coming back home in a joint family, I was like, oh my God, like my family, this is great, and people love family content. I love creating family content. So I switched from fashion, like solely fashion, to lifestyle, family, culture, and talking about my community. Nepal ma aira, when I got a lot of attention for family content and just entertainment content on TikTok, is when I realized, yeah, I've come out as an openly gay man already 5 years back. I came out in 2012, and 2020 is when I came to Nepal. And two time I felt like, you know, it's my responsibility, because Nepal ma people from my community, I couldn't think of anyone who is getting so much, like, you know, attention on TikTok, because TikTok, you know, it's like a mass platform where everyone, you know, reach iti badi cha. Even till now I get a little like enamored, like how is there so much reach? It's like, it just doesn't seem real. And I was like, you know, my first responsibility is for my community. I need to speak up about, you know, queer issues and talk about myself and tell people there and then only, you know, hey, this is who I am. Keep watching me if you want to, and don't watch me if you don't want to, but I have to be transparent. I think Nepal was very kind. As a whole, it's been great. I always wanted to be in the public eye. So, you know, when people tell me, is it tough? I'm like, no, I was born for this, to do this. And I was like, I got it, and it's fun, and now it's great. I mean, to use this platform to do things that can benefit others, inspire others, create a change, as well as have a lot of fun. You know, all my content is not just like inspiring, it's having a blast, but also being responsible at the same time.
यहाँले as a fashion blogger start गर्नुभयो, and a quick decision like family blogging, and at the same time inspirational vlogs, अनि आफ्नो कम्युनिटीलाई पनि रिप्रेजेन्ट गरिराख्नु भएको छ, and at the same time bold decision like I am like this, and like तपाईँ यसरी नै मलाई एक्सेप्ट गर्नुहोस् भन्ने त्यो एउटा मुभ लिनको लागि धेरै नै गाह्रो पनि रहेको छ। एट द सेम टाइम त्यो सँगसँगै नेगेटिभ कमेन्ट्सहरू कस्तो कमेन्ट्स आउँछ भन्ने डर पनि भइरहेको हुन्छ, बट देन यु वान्ट टु डु अर यु गट टु डु वाट यु निड टु डु, होइन?
Absolutely.
सो यस, थ्याङ्क यू सो मच पराक्रम फर सेयरिङ दिस जर्नी। अब भने म सुरिक्षाजीतर्फ आउन चाहन्छु। सो 2023 अगाडिको यहाँको एक्सपिरियन्स भनेको एउटा नर्मल गर्ल, एउटा स्टुडेन्ट, लाइक पर्सिङ द स्टडिज अनि ह्याभिङ फन, जस्ट एउटा यङ्स्टर मात्र हुनुहुन्थ्यो। 2023 को मिस नेपाल जितिसकेपछि तपाईँको लाइक ह्युज रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी पनि आएको छ। मेबी तपाईँ अब कतिको सोसियल मिडियामा अझै पनि धेरै इङ्गेज हुनुपर्नेछ। सो हजुरको एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ के कस्तो छ बिइङ अ पब्लिक फिगर, लाइक एप्पल अफ द आई फर एभ्री वान, निड टु डु लट्स अफ थिङ बट स्टिल यङ लिटल गर्ल ह्याभिङ द थिङ्स सी वान्ट्स टु डु। सो हाउ इज द एक्सपिरियन्स हेज बिन लाइक?
Thanks for the question. I think we're first time, I still remember after Miss Nepal, social media it felt so heavy. Right before that, I was this young girl, like you mentioned, who loved posting, who would post every day, who would be very vulnerable about the emotions that she shared on social media. And then that night, like after being crowned, I saw a lot of comments, both positive and negative. Ani त्यो both high पनि feel हुन्छ, low पनि feel हुन्छ. And then for the first time, I started feeling insecure about the things that I was never insecure about. So the space that I had, preserved and created like such a safe space for me, it was kind of being taken away जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. And like Parakram Dai said, you're born for it, just a feeling huncha. For me, I used to feel that way until then I realized that I was not ready to get the tag of content creator yet. Because if I asked myself, did I sign up to be a content creator? I had not. I had only signed up for sharing my climate advocacy. But it so happens that without social media today, our campaign cannot be fruitful. So it took me a long time to be okay with that fact, to develop myself into that role as well. Because I am a person who wants to post maybe once a month, then go on a social media break because it's necessary for my own mental health. Immediately, our phone swipe karna sat, it probably goes to Instagram or your favorite app. It's so much wired into our brain that what are we without social media? Your identity is haraunदै गइरहेको छ जस्तो लाग्छ. So for me, I have taken the strict stand कि maybe it'll hamper my career, it'll maybe अलिकति slow down चाहिँ गर्छ, but I won't step onto it until I feel ready, until I have a thick skin जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. And so eventually, जुन social media ले my first insecure feel गराएको थियो, now it has grown into a loving community because I believe अहिले चाहिँ आएर त्यो whole attention slowly settle down भएपछि I'm left with this very core passionate people that also resonate with what I do. So त्यो कारणले चाहिँ it's now become a very healthy community. So it's important to have maybe even a niche भए पनि a community that you feel safe, and being an account holder yourself, it's your responsibility to create that environment for yourself and for others. So whatever you're experiencing, whatever kind of like negativity that you're experiencing, it's not necessary that you have to face it because it's there. There's a part where you have to have a thick skin, but there's also a part where you have to take a stand for yourself. So for me, it's been about creating that space for me to grow and be that little child that I always, am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Like overnight, फलोवर्सहरूको धेरैजना मान्छेहरू हुने अनि एट द सेम टाइम कसले के भन्नुहुन्छ, टेकिङ केयर अफ द्याट, अनि इन्सेक्युरिटीको पनि कुरा गर्नुभयो श्रीचाले, अनि त्यसलाई कसरी ह्यान्डल गर्ने र ह्यान्डल गर्नको लागि निड टु ह्याभ द थिक स्किन भनेर सी इज डिटरमाइन्ड अबाउट द्याट थिङ एज वेल टु. सो थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर यर सेयरिङ यर एक्सपिरियन्सेस. सो नोइङ अबाउट एन्जेल, मैले पहिलादेखि नै लाइक एडभर्टिजमेन्टहरूमादेखि एन्जेल सानो हुँदादेखि नै उहाँलाई देखिरहेको, अनि moreover she is very creative. After dancing journey बाट start गरेर she has like emerged like a vlogger पनि, content creator पनि, and we can see her in different platforms as well too, and she is doing really great. She's just studying at grade 11. So 11 मा हुँदाखेरि नै यति धेरै गरिसक्नु भएको छ. At the same time मलाई लाग्छ उहाँले आफ्नो जर्नी यो कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसन, इन्स्टाग्राम, सोसियल मिडिया भनेर त्यति धेरै चाहिँ आइसकेको थिएन. त्यति बेलादेखि नै उहाँ इङ्गेज्ड हुनुहुन्छ. And she is evolved like a really very good girl as well to a celebrity herself, self-made celebrity. So how has your journey been, Angel? किनकि तपाईँले अब आफ्नो डान्सिङ करियरबाट सुरुवात गर्नुभयो, त्यसपछि फिल्म्सहरूमा एक्ट पनि गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ. एट द सेम टाइम धेरै कुराहरू गरिराख्नु भएको छ. त्यो आफ्नो क्रिएटिभिटी अनि तपाईँ लाइक सोसियल मिडियाको कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसनको त्यो जर्नी चाहिँ कसरी स्टार्ट भयो, कस्तो लाग्छ अहिले त्यो फर्केर हेर्दा?
Thank you so much. So, talking about my journey, it's been like a beautiful ride filled with like growths, challenges, and like countless memorable moments. And social media is a very vibrant part of my life, which like which has shaped my experiences and connected me with incredible people. And reflecting on my journey, I have realized how much I've grown and learned along the way. So social media, I started my journey on social media at a very young age. But however, it wasn't until the pandemic that I truly actively started using social media. So when the pandemic hit, everything changed. Like social media literally became like a lifeline. And with the lockdown in the place, like I found myself spending more time online, not only to connect with my friends or for some entertainment purposes, but also to explore new ideas. And during that time, I started posting more regularly. And like many others, I was also looking for a way to connect with the world. And that's when I decided to open my own YouTube channel and start vlogging. So it felt like a perfect way to document my experiences during such hard time. But yeah, obviously, of course, at first I was very nervous because I had never put myself out there in such a personal way before. But as I, started posting more videos regularly, like as I started sharing my life, like just me trying some new food recipes or dance choreographies, vlogs, or just a little drama, like fun dramas that I used to do during lockdown period. So after I posted those videos, I discovered a community of viewers that actually liked and resonated with my content. So after I posted more videos, I was amazed with the support I received, and I'm incredibly so grateful for all the love and support that I received throughout my journey. Reaching milestones like silver play button was like a dream come true for me, which wouldn't have been possible without all of them who has been supporting me since my day one. So I really would like to thank all of them for supporting me and loving me so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing adventure of my life. And yeah, so far my journey on social media has been amazing, and I'm super excited for the future, like for the adventures that's waiting for me in the future. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and wish you all the best. You have been doing great, and yes, of course, we love your vlogging as well too. And moreover, your positive part चाहिँ एन्जिलले देखाइदिनु भयो, अनि नेगेटिभ पार्ट पनि भइरहेको हुन्छ. At the same time, you are sharing your whole life story, like what you are doing minute and then होइन, तपाईँको likes, dislikes, anonymous सबैले जानिराख्नु भएको पनि हुन्छ. So I'd like to come to Parakram. So यहाँले पनि लाइक यस्तो कुराहरू लाइक राम्रो कुराहरू पनि फेस गरिराख्नु भएको छ होला नेगेटिभ कमेन्ट्सहरू पनि तपाईँको त्यो बोल्ड डिसिजनले गर्दा कति लाइक फेस गर्नुभएको छ होला रिसेन्टली पनि लाइक धेरै चाहिँ तपाईँको लाइक नेपाली वर्डको लागि ट्रोल पनि भइराख्नु भएको मैले बेहुली फ्रम मेघौलीको त्यो एउटा पनि सुनेको थिएँ इट्स नट बाहुली हो भनेर त्यस्तो केही भइरहेको थियो होइन सो हाउ डु यु ह्यान्डल अल दिस नेगेटिभ कमेन्ट्स होइन आइरहेको हुन्छ होला अनि एज अ कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर यसले तपाईँलाई कतिको ह्याम्पर गर्छ अथवा कस्तो चाहिँ फिल हुन्छ वेन यु गेट नेगेटिभ कमेन्ट्स अर लाइक नेगेटिभ रियाक्सन्स
So I think that Beoli from Bengali was a very planned act. Someone thought that I didn't understand the difference between
so
the
that
two.
was scripted.
That was scripted. That was the content, you know. As a content creator, you have to make engaging content. And I was like, let's just have some fun. But yes, I feel ki negative comments are answer, but specifically to me, what people try to attack me is about my sexuality. It's about is he more feminine? Why is he acting like a girl? Why is he speaking like this? As a guy, you need to be more this, more that. And they also know that I'm from the queer community, so they will like try to attack. Somehow beginning ma I got a lot of support, so it was heartwarming when I told people about who I am. With time, I guess more the hate started. The people just started showing more hate, and when you get hate, it's so like it affects you so much. It's like, am I worth it? You don't look at the 20 love comments as compared to the one hate you get, or sometimes people get 20 hate comments and one love. Point being, to beginning it hurts a lot, and you doubt your self-worth, and then mental health it takes a toll on you. That has made me stop making content also, like as when I was in Mumbai and making content, and two time but when I used to post and people didn't know about my sexuality, you know, people used to point it out. I think you are gay, ha ha, hoo hoo, and like an insult they take it. And that those times it was like why are people, you know, attacking me? And that made me post less. But with time and guidance, I've learned to grow a thick skin, which is really tough for people. There are people who still don't have a thick skin.
So how do you do that? Yes, thick skin भन्ने बित्तिकै.
So के हुन्छ भने मेरो content मा if people are posting hate, I either block them or restrict them so they can't comment anymore. अब hate मा के हुन्छ भने you can make a mistake and people can hate you for that. So त्यो time मा you need to check yourself and be like, oh, people are not liking my content because something I've done wrong, you know. It's so important to know if you are making a mistake for people to hate. But otherwise, if you are being yourself, not harming anyone, just trying to create content and then they're hating you, it's like, I've formed this like thought process where I feel bad for them. I'm like, poor things, they must be going through something in life. Life is not easy.
So त्यो थट प्रोसेसलाई चेन्ज गर्न यहाँलाई कतिको समय लाग्यो अथवा आफैले पनि भन्नुभयो स्टप क्रिएटिङ द कन्टेन्ट भनेर सो इट टुक यु मच टाइम हाउ हेभ यु बिन ह्यान्डलिङ दिस अर कसरी चाहिँ आफैलाई चाहिँ लाइफमा ओभरकम गरिराख्नु भएको छ
It took me time in the beginning. It stopped me from creating content, and with time I said, I realized if I'm taking content creation as a profession, I have to be there, I have to keep creating content. That itself is a struggle and takes a toll on you, you know. So it's like, do I worry about what people who hate say about me, or do I go ahead with what I'm doing? You know, there will be people who are showing support, sometimes more than less. Social media ma ke huncha bhane, okay, I post in my mero content from my page, I have control over what people say, but sometimes there are other pages posting about you. That's when you see the trolling and you have no control over what they're saying in XYZ news ko page or something.
Exactly.
So that takes a toll. I'm like, oh, now I like, but that's the reality. I'm like, okay, that's what, it's like a way to see the reality of people and social media and the internet. So I take it as a positive step. You see, let the world see how people are speaking and giving negative comments, and it gives me more of a push for change, for betterment, for improvement, to inspire change mainly.
And yes, it's said that think before you post पनि भनेर भनिन्छ हैन. So digital safety is more important. What are you posting? What will that impact भनेर त्यो सबै कुरा अब हामीले नर्मली केही कुरा गर्नको लागि तीनचोटी सोच्नुस् भनेर पनि भनिरहेको हुन्छ नि. सो सुरक्षाजीको विचारमा त्यो डिजिटल सेफ्टी कतिको इम्पोर्टेन्ट रहेको छ. एट द सेम टाइम अब मिस नेपाल पछिको जर्नी यहाँको डिफ्रेन्ट नै हुँदै रहेको छ. अहिले मिस वर्ल्डको लागि प्रिपेयर गरिराख्नु भएको छ अनि फेरि कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसन आफ्नो फोटो नहुँदा हुँदै यु आर ट्राइङ टु जम्प इन because you need to let people know what you are doing and what is Nepal taking to the international platform bhanera. So how are you maintaining that digital safety within yourself?
So I think digital safety it's like, yeah, again, like I said, where you feel safe. Like our phone has become an extension of ourselves, like cyborg जस्तै भएर गइसक्यो हामी. So if a certain part of you doesn't feel safe, how is it justice in its own way, you know? So you have to take your own measures from your side as well, and from organizations हरूले पनि आफ्नो साइडबाट चाहिँ safe space बनाउन सक्नुपर्छ. One reason चाहिँ I feel like it's important for me to still be a part of like making content, being a part of social media in today's time is because we are shaping a generation of like पुरा टेकमा गरिरहेको जेनेरेसन पनि हो हामी हैन. And if you don't make sure that we create a space that's safe for all of us, then where is it going to go forward? So this is such a right time for us to give our input and try to make it a safe space again. For me, I feel like digital safety, like making content pani, it's about storytelling रहेछ. आफ्नो कथा कसरी भन्न चाहन्छौ भन्ने पो रहेछ, rather than being like post certain numberमा हैन, like एकैचोटि त्यसमा जानु भन्दा. The point that I like to pick right now, it's telling my story. So it's like building a whole character from the start देखि नै. So I started with posting about sustainable development goals, and त्यसपछि बिस्तारै it somehow shaped into the 5 elements, and now it's slowly telling my story about my Beauty with a Purpose project as well. So it's a story that has helped me even get clarification.
It's a process, it goes gradually right there to the point where you want to reach.
Yes, definitely. So bistarai it provides clarity as well. So there's this whole side of social media. Now I'm like looking at it in a new light, because now it's something that I'm excited to like wake up in the morning and then check. पहिला चाहिँ त्यस्तो थिएन हैन, तर बिस्तारै चाहिँ त्यो पोजिटिभ ली चाहिँ मैले त्यो बिस्तारै शेप अप हुँदैछ. And I think it's because the safety ko kura, making sure it makes me feel safe through different measures like blocking or like the restricting learning, taking messages from only the people that I know, because again I'm sharing a part of my personal story as well. So that's why I'm trying to create that space. But again, as a public figure as well, there's a responsibility, you know. So making sure that I utilize it for fruitful things, like maybe conversations with climate activists or posting about what's happening around. So social media ma, what are we spending time on? To matter to for knowledge as well, you know. So I'm trying to take it in that direction, you know. Whatever I'm interested in, I learn so many beautiful things. So yeah, trying to focus on creating a good space for myself.
So yes, of course, creating a good space, and at the same time also everything social media ma post so maybe it is true stories, we are going here and there and मलाई अनिल सरले भन्नुभएको कुरा याद आउँछ. अब म मनाङ घुम्न गएर, because we have recently been to Manang, हैन. So I'm here at Manang भनेर मैले पोस्ट गर्दैन, maybe कोही ill minded people हरूले मनाङमा के भइरहेको छ, you will be alone there, हैन. Maybe team members त हुन्छ, but then केही ill minded people ले के गरिहाल्यो भने के हुन्छ भनेर त्यो एउटा दिमागमा आइरहेको पनि हुन्छ. Good things that comes, and she's doing great भनेर त आइरहेको हुन्छ, but there are ill-minded people also. So how do you think like आफ्नो every personal thing त्यहाँ सेयर गरिराख्दाखेरि त्यो रिस्क कतिको हेभियर हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यहाँलाई, अथवा you are like ready to take the risk किनकि I need to let people know that what I'm doing भनेर हुन्छ?
I think I'm not fully ready to take that risk. In like personal safety is very precious for me. So मलाई चाहिँ personally I don't even like neighborhoodमा पनि चिनेको धेरै मलाई मन पर्दैन हैन. I like to मैले firstमा I never posted about my family and parents because I really worried about their own safety as well. Maybe I was overthinking हैन. कतिले ला आफ्नो बाबालाई माया गर्दैन होला जस्तो पनि भन्थ्यो रिलेटिभहरुले. तर I think त्यो measure चाहिँ एउटा लिनै पर्छ हैन. You slowly expand, but again like ABC भन्नुभयो जस्तै always be careful. That's so important, and you never know what is going on around. So त्यो एउटा precautions चाहिँ लिनुपर्छ, and also having the tools ready. यो भयो भने म कता जाने सक्छु त्यो कुरा पनि सिकिराख्नुपर्छ.
Yes, of course. I like think before you post भन्दा पनि त्यो पोस्ट गरेपछि के कस्तो कुराहरू आउन सक्छ भने त्यसको लागि रेडी हुनुहुन्छ भनेर शिरीषाले भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ. अब एन्जलतर्फ जान चाहन्छु किनकि एन्जलले आफ्नो ब्युटिफुल जर्नी भर्खरै एकछिन अगाडि सेयर गर्नुभएको थियो अनि आई एम भेरी थ्याङ्कफुल टु एभ्रिवान द्याट एभ्रिवान हेज गिभन सो मच अफ लभ एन्ड सपोर्ट टु मी अनि कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसनमा मलाई अझ पनि मोटिभेट गरिराख्नु भएको छ भने एन्ड सी इज लाइक एमिङ टु बी अ सक्सेसफुल एक्ट्रेस इन डेज टु कम. सो त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अहिलेदेखि नै बेस्ट अफ लक दिन चाहन्छु. सो यहाँले आफ्नो पोजिटिभ त्यो इम्प्याक्टहरू के कस्तो पाउनु भएको छ? मेबी वान अफ द बेस्ट थिङ यु हेभ रिसिभ द मेसेज अर मेबी गिफ्ट्स हुनसक्छ अर एनिथिङ फ्रम यर फ्यान फलोइङ के हुनसक्छ?
आई थिङ्क यो केसमा चाहिँ आम भेरी लक्की बिकज म अब बच्चैदेखि भएको भएर पनि होला एभ्री अब सानै छ भनेर पनि म चाहिँ अलि त्यो नेगेटिभ्स अब आई डोन्ट त्यस्तो हेट कमेन्ट्सहरू चाहिँ आइ एम भेरी थ्याङ्कफुल एन्ड लकी इन दिस केस द्याट आई डोन्ट गेट त्यस्तो धेरै बिकज अहिले अब एभ्री वान माइट थिङ्क एकदमै अब सानै छ
She's very cute, innocent, she's so lovely. कति क्युट वाला आउँछ होला.
It's just that I'm a little young, so त्यही भएर चाहिँ आई डोन्ट गेट अब त्यस्तो धेरै उयो पनि अनि आई हेभ नट थट अबाउट इट त्यति धेरै. एन्ड द सबभन्दा पोजिटिभ हजुरले
द बेस्ट मोमेन्ट लाइक
Okay.
मेबी
So
केही
the-
कुरा जसले गर्दाखेरि तपाईँलाई यति धेरै खुसी लागेको थियो कि म फेरि अझै बनाउँछु भने अझै मोटिभेट हुनुभएको.
So okay, the best encounter that I had with my supporters was actually म सबैजना like whoever loves me उहाँहरू जब पनि like they come to approach me they are like तपाईँ एन्जल दिदी है भन्दै. most of my followers are younger than me किनभने like younger generation follows me more adultsहरू भन्दा चाहिँ. सो धेरै जसो म भन्दा सानो भाइ बहिनीहरू नै आइरहेको हुन्छ अनि तपाईँ एन्जल दिदी है भनेर आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ एकदमै खुसी लाग्छ हो नि भनेर. एन्ड देन द एउटा चाहिँ it was 3-4 years ago. I was very I think I was studying not 3-4 years ago, it has been 8-9 years ago. Like मेरो movie release भएर I forgot तर होइन या सो त्यति बेलामा चाहिँ आई जस्ट जोइन कार्टुन्स क्रू अनि कार्टुन्स क्रू जुनियर चाहिँ बल्ल हाइपमा आइरहेको थियो. सो वान डे मी एन्ड माई मम वाज यता लाजिङपाटको आँगनमा वी वर जस्ट सिटिङ एन्ड देन एउटा वान अङ्कल केम अनि हि वाज लाइक तिमी एन्जल होइन भनेर भन्नुभयो अनि आइ एम लाइक हजुर हो भनेर भन्यो अनि हि सेड द्याट हि हेज गट 2 चिल्ड्रेन दुईजना छोरा र छोरी हुनुहुन्छ अरे उहाँको अनि उहाँहरू चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै फलो गर्नु हुनुहुन्छ अरे कि अनि हि वाज लाइक यु आर लाइक उनीहरूको आइडल यताउति भनेर. अनि आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर हि ह्याड त्यो उहाँले बिग मार्टबाट सप गरेर आउनुभएको थियो जस्तो लाग्यो. सो हि ह्याड लट्स अफ त्यो chocolates and then stuffs त्यो झोलामा के. I think that was for their children, but then he saw me and then he felt really like he said my children really follows you and they really look up to you and he gave me that. He was like
He felt so connected with you.
yeah, he was like I really feel like you're my daughter, like my daughter wants to be like you and you know she really follows you भनेर चाहिँ he gave me the whole packet and I was like no भन्दाखेरि पनि he really insisted like होइन साँच्चीकै हजुरकै लागि हो भनेर. But I know for the fact that it wasn't for me because he just saw me while passing by. But then yeah, it was so sweet that you know, he thought of me that way, and the way his
एउटा सिम्पल जेस्चरले पनि तपाईँलाई
Yeah.
कति धेरै
हजुर.
स्पेसियल फिल गरायो
हजुर.
भन्ने कुरा गर्यो सो यस अफ कोर्स कतिजनाले यो तपाईँकै मेहनतले गर्दाखेरि तपाईँले त्यो सिम्पल जेस्चर हुन्छ नि अब मेबी इट विल नट कस्ट मच बट देन कसै आफ्नै बच्चालाई ल्याएको आफ्नै बच्चा ठानेर नयाँ एउटा कसैलाई दिँदाखेरि इट मिन्स अ लट एज वेल टु
It really does.
सो कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसन जर्नी आई बिलिभ यस्तो कमेन्ट्सहरू पाउँदाखेरि राम्रो पनि भइरहेको छ एन्ड यु आर सो ह्याप्पी विथ यु आर डुइङ द्याट इज वाट प्लेज अ भेरी भाइटल रोल एज वेल टु सो तपाईँ इन्सपिरेसन हुनुहुन्छ भनेर तपाईँ आफैले कतिजनाले तपाईँलाई फेस टु फेसै भनिराख्नु भएको छ सो वाट आर फ्यु अफ द टिप्स यु वान्ट पिपल टु फलो टु बी नट एक्चुली अ कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर बन्नको लागि धेरै मेहनत चाहिन्छ अब पराक्रमले 2020देखि भन्छ इट्स बिन लङ इयर्स तपाईँको जर्नी नै 8 इयर्स अगाडिको कुरा गरिराख्नु भएको छ शिरीषाको 2023देखिको अनि त्योभन्दा अगाडिको बिस्तारै बिस्तारै आफ्नो पर्सनल ब्लगिङबाट जर्नीहरू स्टार्ट भइरहेको छ सो वाट डु यु थिङ्क एज कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर बन्नको लागि चाहिँ फ्यु टिप्स जुन चाहिँ ध्यान गर्नु नै पर्छ
फर्स्टमा चाहिँ हजुरले त्यो मेन्ट टु बी खालके कुरा गर्नुभयो लाइक दादा सेड मलाई पनि यो म चाहिँ आई वुडन्ट गिभ एडभाइस लाइक कन्टेन्ट क्रिएसन या यही इन्टरटेनमेन्ट फिल्डकै बारेमा बिकज अहिले आई एम ह्याप्पी विथ वाट आई एम डुइङ बिकज आई रियली लभ डुइङ दिस like this is where I really feel happy and I really feel like myself, like he said, like I was meant to do this khalke. So I think I would advise everyone to follow their passion kinabhane if you do things that you don't like त्यो जबरजस्ती को काम कहिले पनि I don't think so it will be successful. So तपाईले अब आफ्नो passion follow गर्नु भयो भने if you are like you know running for your passion, your dream life bhanam, your goal bhanam, त्यति बेलामा चाहिँ I think you'll also get inspired by yourself to even work harder for it, and then when you do that I think you will get more closer and closer to success and you will be successful in no matter what you do, and most importantly you will be happy.
Exactly. The thing what we need is to be happy bhanera hai so yes thank you so much for sharing that lovely comments as well too now I would like to head on to Parakram so you have been associated with many brands and you have been working with them and content creation has been your forte as well too and you have taken it as a profession as well so professionally lagirakdakheri once again what is the takeaway from the social media, good, bad things, I know, and at the same time, what you want to give message to one who also want to follow your path?
So I think I'm one of the few who's only using content creation as a full-time job because you ma Bombay ma garthe ho, and Bombay it's like if you are doing content creation, I mean there's a lot of work coming and you cannot be doing other things. Nepal is still a growing market. But Mochani, I went with that mindset that I'm going to focus everything on content creation and making sure that the content I create for the brands is like engaging enough for it to do well also so that I can sustain myself. As soon as it becomes a full-time job, it's a job, you know, you love it. I'm very grateful for what I have. But then to pressure answer that everyone else would feel in their office and jobs. What I would tell people is like how she said that, you know, she was also meant to do it. Mero bacha dekhini, I was into it, but till time there was nothing known as content creation. I had the skills. So what I did was I did a lot of skill development. Like when my friends were playing sports, I'm like, I'm not interested in sports. Why? I would tell my parents, why are you taking me to like classes? I don't want to play football, tennis. I learned editing skills. I learned Photoshop. This is when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those were my passions. I used to do filmmaking for myself, gharma with my family members, with my staff. They all were fun. We used to make music videos and things. So that was my passion. I didn't know what I want to do with it. I wanted to be a filmmaker, but when I like started working in films, I was like, this is too tough for me. So it took me a long time to understand ki, oh, what I always wanted to do was this content creation. So I think people who want to get into this line, like at such a young age, you know that this field is there. I think it's great to develop your skills. it's gold. Even like till now, I need to develop so many of my skills. I think to take a refreshers course in editing, just Photoshop, everything. You have to take it with a grain of salt, because as there will be a lot of negative things also, but you have to realize that social media will give you a platform to connect with like-minded people. Aajkal ko zamana mein, like Shicha said, everyone is like on the phone like a cyborg, is that yeah? So that's the way to connect. You have to find the ways to make the best out of it. It gave me a platform to share my story, to speak about queer issues, to advocate about queer issues. I got through my work, I got in touch with really inspiring organizations, international organizations, got to work with them, create more of a difference, speak about my country, how the queer community is. So we need to really not only see this as instant gratification, which I do. You know, I tell myself, when I'm not creating content and not getting the likes and the love, it sometimes makes you feel like, am I not relevant? Am I not good enough?
It makes you feel sad.
It makes you feel a little sad, like,
Exactly.
oh, like, you know, okay. And when you are doing content and it's doing well, you're like, life is great. But I have understood that, and I'm working on not focusing. Like how Shicha is taking it slow and yet also working. That's what I've been doing lately. You know, I'm not constantly creating a vlog, constantly making a TikTok, constantly doing Instagram. I'm trying to go with the flow, at the same time keeping my mental health on check, but at the same time also realizing that it's my job. I cannot sit and say I'm taking a break. For me, if people are going to office every day, I have to create one content every day, but learn something every day. Get a job, like get a collaboration or something. As a freelance, you do have that liberty. There are liberty then you are missing out on work.
There is risk, challenge at the same
True.
time. You need to keep up to that point. You need to keep going. Just to boy when
Yeah.
likes come by and you'll be sad, but next day you can get viral.
Yeah.
Words and popular. So that's how it has been like.
Yeah.
So thank you so much,
Thank
Parakram,
you.
for sharing your journey moreover as well too. So फेरि पनि सुरिचाजीतर्फ आउन चाहे. So यहाँले चाहिँ पराक्रम र एन्जेल भन्दा अलिकति डिफ्रेन्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ. पराक्रमले आफ्नो एउटा जबको रूपमै लिइराख्नु भएको छ. एन्जेलले आफ्नो इन्ट्रेस्टलाई चाहिँ अगाडि लगेर हैन त्यसमा अब मेबी शी वुड बी अ फुल टाइम कन्टेन्ट क्रिएटर आफ्टर सी फिनिसेस हर स्टडिज माइट बी एज वेल टु. सो तपाईँले चाहिँ एउटा कजलाई अगाडि लगिराख्नु भएको छ. त्यो कुरालाई चाहिँ यहाँले सोसियल मिडिया मार्फत सबैलाई देखाउनु पनि खोजिराख्नु भएको छ हैन. सो त्यसमा चाहिँ तपाईँले के कस्तो मेसेज अब स्लो एन्ड स्टेडी जानु पनि खोजिराख्नु भएको छ. जुन तरिकाले तपाईँले ह्यान्डल गरिराख्नु भएको छ त्यो चाहिँ कसरी गर्दाखेरि अझ राम्रो हुन्छ भनेर यहाँले अब तपाईँको वेमा कसरी अगाडि बढ्न चाहनुहोला, त्यो चाहिँ तपाईँले कसरी चाहिँ एउटा टिप्स दिन सक्नुहुन्छ.
So as a new platform, like really well experienced content creators or some share गर्दाखेरि I learned a lot, I reflected a lot as well. We are positively logna सक्नु पर्छ. Any tool that we have, social media, is it bad or not? But it's a very common debate question as well. So when I came here earlier, I probably was leaning towards alikati, not necessarily bad, but alikati reluctant to fully give it my all as well, because of again the safety concernsहरूले गर्दाखेरि. तर अहिले सुन्दाखेरि चाहिँ like yeah, if it's your passion, like I love writing, so त्यसमा किन डराउनु पर्यो to share that. Again, I want to tell a story, I want to take my cause forward for about climate change को लागि. I learned a lot about climate change through social media as well. So obviously there can be misinformation and you have to be proactive, but there's a lot that I can do, and I owe it to everyone as well to use the platform fully. But that being said, at the same time, I'm only human. We all are just human. Social media, digital phones, it hasn't been a long time. So you are allowed to be human. You are allowed to take it slow. You are allowed to step back and say, I want to experience the world outside my phone as well. And also, social media about a secret, it's one part of our आइडेन्टिटी तर घरमा गएर कहिले फोन नचलाउनु भएको ग्रान्ड पेरेन्ट्ससँग पहिलाको कथा सुन्नु पनि एउटा छुट्टै एक्सपिरियन्स हुन्छ सो आई वुड स्टिल से लेट्स not be afraid to take it slow. We live in a time where it's like rush 1 year छ के गर्छौ त्यही एउटा क्वेसन भइरहेको हुन्छ but you are here to live for the longer run so do it for yourself and don't be afraid to take it slow.
Okay, so thank you so much. Let's slow and steady wins the race भन्ने कुरालाई चाहिँ श्री चाजीले चाहिँ मान्नुहुन्छ. So this conversation has been so beautiful. I also got to learn a lot of things like it's not a one day job कि तपाईँ एक दिनमै भाइरल हुनुभयो अनि तपाईँ पपुलर हुनुभयो भने it takes a lot of time. It has been like a simple slow process, but then one day you'll get to that destination where you want to be. If you want to be a content creator, if you want to be apple of eye, भने तपाईले राम्रो content produce गर्नुपर्छ, दिनुपर्छ, and you will be one of the inspiration to those people who want to do this भनेर. So we are heading forward for the very final question, and I would like to request to give it in one line, हैन. So धेरैजनाले यहाँलाई look forward गरिराख्नु भएको छ, अघिदेखि ध्यान दिएर पनि सुनिराख्नु भएको छ, कतिजनाले स्माइली फेस गरेर हेरिराख्नु भएको छ, कतिजनाले सोचिसक्नु भएको छ ला म पराक्रम जस्तो हुन्छु, म एन्जल जस्तो गर्न थाल्छु, म शिरीषाजी जस्तो गर्न थाल्छु भन्ने सोचि पनि सक्नु भएको छ ला मनमा नै. So what will be takeaway for today's audience, like when you need to say it in a one line? आज के चाहिँ लिएर जान सक्नुहुन्छ त यो प्यानल डिस्कसनबाट हाम्रो आजको पार्टिसिपेन्ट्सहरूले? Just maybe a one line. Yes, शिरीषाजीबाट स्टार्ट गरौँ.
One line, I always say beautiful beings, I always urge people to remember different species. Okay? So maybe turn off your phone for one day and just go out and explore nature and hear their stories as well. A flower bloom unalako story. And then come back and then share that story because they also need to be included in this human tech world. So uहाँहरुको stories, little flowers, little insects को stories are पनि ल्याउँ so that they also are part of our community. Thank you.
That's so sweet of you. Very environment friendly and nature, close to nature हुनुहुन्छ शिरीषाजी. What about you, Parakram?
I can't think of one line could take away, but let me say this one line I love using is that you need to always believe that it only gets better and have that faith, because with age we gain so much experience and we learn so much more and it makes you a way more wiser person. So it only gets better. Just stay safe, make sure that you are careful with everything and your digital safety, and life will only get better.
So what about you, Angel?
Same situation, Dada. I don't know what to say. But then, yeah, the thing that I would like to say to everybody is do you, be happy, love yourself, life is beautiful, enjoy it.
Oh my God, that's the cutest thing what everyone can take away. So thank you so much once again for your time and your efforts and आफ्नो journey share गरिदिनु भयो. It's been such a wonderful time today right here, and Child definitely यो initiation गर्नु भएको छ TikTok को सहकार्यमा. अझै पनि यस्तो धेरै कुराहरू हामीले जान्न पाए, बुझ्न पाए, and from the one who has been facing it, who has been taking it to next level. Thank you so much for our Child SafeNet and the whole team for making this possible today, digital safety workshop for teens and young people, and I believe it has been such a wonderful time for all of you as well too. So thank you so much once again, yaharu tinai janalai, and it means a lot that you have been here, and looking forward for much more collaborations and making more awareness to children and young people. Thank you so much.